So this video is about life in a BMW 545e. Not with, in. It's 7 at the moment, and I've been in this traffic jam since 5. So apparently 3 lorries and 2 cars crashed into each other, and well, now we have the traffic jam of our dreams, well, of our nightmares. This is absolutely ridiculous. I've never experienced anything like this in 20 years of driving. So I now really regret getting the poor man spec, because we don't have the comfort seats. These are the normal seats, and they are, well, a lot less comfortable than the comfort seats. So what's in the name? They are actually really comfortable, and these are a bit meh. Other than that, we have sort of 1/3 of a tank left, so we should be fine on that front, so we can run the AC and stuff like that. I don't have anything to drink with me or to eat, so it's sort of a survival video, this. But I was on my way to the north of Germany to film an Audi A8 4-liter TFSI, not an S8, a regular A8. And apparently it can do 340 kilometers an hour, which is absolutely insane. So it was just for that car that I drove up here, which is about a 6-hour drive. So quite a lot, if you ask me. 12-hour back and forth. So as you might know, this is a stage 2 545e. It's a package we sell. And a lot of questions I got were about fuel consumption. So I started the day with a full battery and a full tank of fuel. Now we have all these lovely data graphs in the car. So if you go to information and then to driving information, this is from today. So we did 7 liters per 100 kilometers on average, add a bit of electricity. So that's for a 580 horsepower 6-cylinder turbocharged 5 series. That to me seems pretty amazing. Also, we've had this car for I think half a year now. It's a bit of a bare spec, but you know, it's all about the engine for us, this car. We don't have any audio upgrade like the Bowers & Wilkins or Harman Kardon, something like that. This is just the base system. I have to say it is a lot better than the base system in the 3 Series, which I also had in my M3 Forti. We've now done 68,000 kilometers with the car, and well, we've been doing a lot of testing with the Stage 2. It's absolutely reliable and bulletproof, as with all Stage 2 B58 tunes. So you don't have a lot of luggage space because of the battery package that is somewhere right there. So this is really high up. So it's quite narrow, this. G31 LCI 520D. That is efficient. That guy is definitely doing 1200 kilometers on a single tank. Maybe we can use him as a generator if we have to go through the night. Day 1. I just discovered someone tried to take my front grille. It was pulled out. There were clips missing, and looks like it originally had a silver one. Doing my detective work here right in the car. That's a silver one. It also looked a bit cheap, so I guess it's an aftermarket one from Uncle Ali. So the ambient lighting is actually starting to appear. That means we are nearly at sundown. It's 7:45. This is getting quite ridiculous. I've been here for, well, nearly 3 hours now. So apparently even the ambulance can't go through. I'm not sure what's happening here. Yeah, this definitely came with a silver grille. Let's do some traffic jam car spotting. So I asked the guy with the 520D if he wanted to switch grills, if he wanted to upgrade to a black one, but he didn't.
This is a tank, and its job is to go through buildings.
Catching up on some old Top Gear.
And
That's
this
season
is
3.
a sports car, and its job is to kind of go round everything, like that. Now these are two completely separate entities, but the Germans have decided they can be combined.
Oh, we really need one on the Autobahn, guys. If you have an SLR,
Remind you of anything?
send us a DM, email, whatever.
The doors. How long until you tire of that? Well, you never will. But it's got one more trick. Starting it. Electronic air brake that lifts up at the back.
Furthermore, this window doesn't go all the way down. As you can see, the anti-lock brakes are broken. There's no way to put my left leg. The dashboard looks like I made it, and half the time the dogs come over a long bridge-ish.
9:30 in my driver life. Never had anything like this. This is absolutely insane. I'll show you what the problem is. That's where the accident happened. That's me, and that's where they're stopping traffic right there. So I'm stuck in the middle. So I'm asking Chad how long this is going to take, and he's gathering news reports and stuff like that, and he expects it to last the entire evening at least. This is not fun anymore. We do have to conclude that this interior is far superior compared to the new 5 Series. Okay, so it looks like the police is going to let us go the other way, which is really cool. I'm so happy, guys, really.
Noch kurz stehen bleiben, er fährt zuerst raus und dann können Sie wenden.
Okay.
Ja?
Hallo, guten Abend.
Hallo.
Sehen Sie da die Luke da vor dem roten LKW? Da können Sie rückwärts rein.
Okay, super.
Ja,
Danke.
gerne.
Oh my god, guys, we are going home. This was a freaking nightmare, really. 5.5 hours standing still in a traffic jam. Never had that before. Driving the other way on the Autobahn. Never had that before. This is, well, a unique experience, let's call it that. I feel so sorry for these truck drivers because they will have to spend the night, I guess. Well, they have the equipment for it, but still. Now we are going home, guys. We are going home, and God, it feels good to be moving. Oh, that was long, like 5.5 hours standing still. That's I know people go through worse than that, but wow, traffic jam wise, this was pretty horrendous. Oh, by the way, we switched from the awful run flat tires to the regular Hankook tires that we also use on the M3 G80. So we have a good tire to do high speeds, and we have the right fuel. Well, we also need a bit of food, of course. Breakfast of champions. Double Whopper, Red Bull, and a 350 kilometer trip. Sounds like the right ingredients for an Autobahn run. So we have a full tank of fuel. We are in the right map setting, so if I hold the BC button, you'll see the engine light flickering right there. It's on map 2, so that's fancy fuel setting, full power, 580 horsepower. Google Maps says 2:30. I'll get there. Let's beat that number. We have the go fast drink right here, an empty bladder. We're all good for some decent speed, and you might notice that the refresh rate of the speedometer is quite high. We coded that in, so we think it's just a bit nicer. We also have the YEM Sport tachometer, and it's not really suited for the 545e, so you don't have any of the hybrid info right there, but it's the only one with a 330 kilometer an hour indication. So for this car it's the right one because it'll do 300, as I hopefully will demonstrate. Turning on the laser lights. Automatic, love those. Oh, this is fast. The way you experience speed is always so different during nighttime. Look at this thing go! Absolutely incredible how fast it is. That was 280 like it was absolutely nothing. The brakes really do need upgrading. So with the automatic laser lights, the car scans ahead and makes sure to highlight certain things with the high beam, like the sides of the road, so you can see wild animals, traffic signs, stuff like that, and it leaves out other cars so you don't blind other people. It's such a clever headlight, and especially with the 5 Series LCI, the G30 LCI, I think one of the nicest looking headlights on a BMW. Of course, fuel consumption is going to be very different compared to the way here, but that's some good consumer advice, I guess. Seeing what these different driving styles do with fuel consumption in combination with the stage 2 package. So proper testing being done. Unbelievable, this car. I like it so much. The performance is just out of this world. With the 850 Newton meters, you get this shove that is just ridiculous. It does really remind me of like an M5 G90, something like that.
So I was really racking my brain to say what haven't I experienced that would be something that I really liked, and I concluded basically that I want the keys to a Chiron.
Don't hold back.
Well, there's lots of Chirons around at the minute, but
They're everywhere.
No.
With the luggage in it and everything about it was just lovely. So I'd be really happy with the portfolio if that's what the rules say.
So the current challenge is I have 252 kilometers left on the tank and I have 245 kilometers left to do. So I don't want to refuel again because then I will lose too much time, more than I will gain with going faster. So there's a balance there. So for now in Germany I think I'll do around 200 kilometers an hour, and then when I go over the border into the Netherlands we'll do like 170, something like that. So it'll be a bit more efficient. Hopefully that'll get the job done. Okay, that's a BMW XM. How cool would it be to outrun an XM with our polar bear friendly left wing 5 Series hybrid? Ah, he's going the other way. The handling of this thing, you know, it's a hybrid, you know, it's heavier. Still, I think it's really good. If you compare this to a G60, it's the better car, guys. It's the better car. So this is sort of the right speed, 185. I now have 205 kilometers left on the tank and we have 190 left to go. Also, we've already gained, or lost, whatever you want to call it, 34 minutes. That's insane, 34. And it's 13 kilometers until we're at the Dutch border. Okay, a fairly large black object just hit my windshield. I'm quite confident that I know what it is. I'll show you at the next fuel station. We can stop here, we're electric. They like us here. Okay. Let me show you guys what that big black thing was. We don't have a black grill anymore. Well, we don't like the black grills either. Car, you were a blue car, gentleman's car. You just got rid of your ugly bit and you want us to replace it with something silver. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm down on fuel, low on fuel, and it wants me to take it easy, so that's what we're going to do. Let's take a look at fuel consumption. I'm going to go for 130 because we have been really trying on our way back. Going to Bremen was 7 liters per 100 kilometers with a full charge and a full tank. Now we only had a full tank. We do have to take that into consideration. And on the way there we did a very mildly 130 cruise control, that was it. And on the way back, well, you saw, I did my best to make it as fast as possible. Let's have a look. Values since refuel. On average, 11.9 liters, which I don't even think that's all that bad, because I really went for it. So that's pretty good. It does remain a very impressive car. Efficiency wise, performance wise, this is just incredible, I think. So we are nearly there. Let me have a look. No, we don't need that. So our ETA is 1:37. The initial ETA was 2:30, so it's nearly an hour. Well, it is actually an hour because I took a six-minute break, something like that, when we discovered that the front grille was gone. So really good. So a bit of a POV view like this. Thank you guys for watching. I really hated doing this video. I hated this day. This was one of the worst days ever in the history of AUTOBAHN. But what did you guys think of this type of video? You know, just sort of experiencing a day, well, a bad day in this case, of being us, of doing what we do. Let us know in the comment section, and see you at the next one, guys. Bye.